Apex Predator fought hard on the way to the top 8. Marcus35 similarly running a giant poison deck. Kind of the classical giant poison. We can leave the giant up there. Let's go ahead and take a look at the miner. So, actually the collector is pretty important, but we'll leave the miner up there. Apex Predator, again, miner, barbarian, triple legendary, barbarian, mini P.E.K.K.A. Very interesting deck. I think it's a little bit passive, very, very control oriented. Really looking just to outplay in terms of elixir and card drop timing and cycle. Top side now of the bracket. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Ice Wizard is going to trade. The mini P.E.K.K.A. is actually not being slowed down by the Ice Wizard. Now it's going to hurt Marcus35's push quite a bit. Lone Miner just going to town on that tower. There's a lot of damage. Good play from Apex Predator. It's a pretty decent opening for him. Collector down and maybe Marcus35 will trade. There it is. Wow, that mini P.E.K.K.A. won that duel pretty handily. Guards needs to be placed to block. It's a good play from Marcus35. But now at a elixir even after playing that princess, and the poison will definitely take down the princess and do a lot of damage to the collector. I wonder if he could have caught the tower. But both players are successfully able to destroy the other's collector. Mini P.E.K.K.A. Ice Spirit plus the miner pops up. Good defense by Marcus35. I think the Ice Wizard might tag onto the princess there. Ooh, Barbarian's in front to defend the princess, and I think that's a good drop. Mini P.E.K.K.A. plus one lone Barbarian will start swinging away at the giant and take it down. But guards are ready for the Mini P.E.K.K.A. block. Ooh, the splash from the princess takes down all the shields. This might get dangerous. And there's a zap for a swing. Man, Marcus35 lets that go. One Mini P.E.K.K.A. swing on the right side tower pushes the game very far forward for Apex Predator. Ice Wizard is available for defense. Mini P.E.K.K.A. gets slowed up, but the giant is going to get burned down before it makes it to the tower. Poison on the princess, and that's going to be a great choice. Zap allows the Ice Wizard to get good amount of slow off onto the double Ice Wizard Musketeer combination, but this is big damage coming in for Apex Predator's tower. Barbarians will be able to clean that up. And Apex Predator has been managing his elixir very, very well. Here comes the miner. Tags onto the guards. But now there's no guards for the mini P.E.K.K.A. The question is, can a mini P.E.K.K.A. survive? Poison plus the giant push. Musketeer doing a lot of work right now. And this looks really bad for Apex Predator, actually. The giant makes it over to the tower, and the poison is still existing. Now he has to play the mini P.E.K.K.A. to defend against the giant. Now the Ice Wizard to defend against the Musketeer and the other Ice Wizard. But still, Marcus35 makes a big connection, and that might close it out, and it does. Marcus35 eventually finds something, makes something happen. I think it all came down to the fact that the mini P.E.K.K.A. was played so far back and was able to get chewed up before it did significant amounts of damage to the giant. Also getting slowed down by the Ice Wizard really, really hurts. Being able to avoid that splash from the Ice Wizard is super important, especially for cards like the mini P.E.K.K.A. So Apex Predator takes one. Apex Predator takes, or rather Apex Predator loses one. And Marcus35 will have to play his alternate deck. Let's see what the alternate deck is. It's going to be a trifecta. We see trifecta making it farther and farther into tournaments. Hog Riders were largely unknown in the tournament scene for a long while. And now it's starting to make the top 8s again. Apex Predator with Miner. Miner Furnace. A fairly standard Miner Furnace tournament deck. And this is a match to decide who goes to the top 4 and who wins the money. So Apex Predator on the verge of elimination. Furnace gets placed. Poison on top of Valkyrie and Musketeer. Now the Hog Rider pushes across, gets Ice Spirited up, and it will fall. Interesting exchange. I don't feel like that was very telling. They're gonna have to figure out a bigger push to be able to push through those defenses. Oh, wrong place. Didn't catch the mind game well enough. Furnace gets placed down, and we see the interaction between Furnace and Hog Rider. Usually the Hog Rider will trade with it. Here it comes. Hog Rider goes straight for the Furnace, gets frozen up by the Ice Spirit. Musketeer takes the Furnace down. Oh no. This could be dangerous. Play a card in front. Oh my god, the zap was too late. Man, if Apex Predator had played that zap just a little bit earlier, he would have gotten the mini P.E.K.K.A. swing. That was very, very close. That would have been a really good win for Apex Predator. But didn't quite do it at the right time. Hog Rider Ice Spirit. Hog Rider gets one swing off. Okay, we're in double elixir phase, and the cycle is fast enough to get this situation where double furnaces are out. And we talked about this, timing your furnaces so that you get 4 fire spirits in one go. Miner in the back is going to tank for the mini P.E.K.K.A. The zap is going to slow the cannon down, and the mini P.E.K.K.A. will move across and take down the collector maybe even. To deal with the Hog Rider. Ice Spirits, but the guards are going to get frozen up. Mini P.E.K.K.A. gets dropped in order to take down that Hog Rider at the right time. Miner on the left side will allow the Fire Spirit to jump across, do a good amount of damage actually. And so it was a feint, really. There were a lot of cards coming down the right side, but Apex Predator wanted the left. Man, and Ice Spirit defense on the Hog Rider has been working really, really, really well for Apex Predator. Every single time that Hog Rider comes down, the Ice Spirit slows it down, and then another drop makes sure that the Hog Rider gets taken down before any significant damage gets taken on the tower. That zap, wow, the Musketeer actually walks by, and that Miner is going to get a lot of damage onto that tower. Furnace in front to make sure the Hog Rider doesn't get too many swings off on the right side tower, and it's going to become a race. Poison for Poison, Miner for Hog Rider. Ice Spirit onto the Miner. We'll retarget onto the Valkyrie, I believe. No, the Valkyrie actually takes it down before it comes out. So good defense. Any card played, so any Hog Rider or a Miner played that doesn't get a successful amount of damage off onto the opponent's tower is going to really hurt at this point in time. Just because of how poison is just inevitable. It's a race. Right now, Marcus35 is leading a little bit, and he's played his poison first. Or rather, Apex is leading a little bit. He's played his poison first, and Marcus's tower is just a little bit lower. And if they're going to keep trading poisons, it's not going to work out. But again, this is a bad situation. Playing the Hog Rider into the Furnace Unless it gets a swing off here. Oh my god! Oh god, and it does. Now there's only one poison and a zap away. Actually, the miner might do it. It's a race. Oh my god. Oh my god. The Hog Rider gets the swing. He zapped the furnaces, was able to... I think the zap might have taken down the Ice Spirit too. And that might have been the big difference. Oh my god, that was so close. The one swing from the Hog Rider. And it's all about if you can play your miner or your Hog Rider to make any kind of damage happen. That's what's really going to win you that situation. Your defense needs to be absolutely on point.